Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Bass, booze, and the bird. Police say this boater was behaving badly even before he tried to leave them in his wake. Sean.
Is something lurking beneath the surface of a local lake?
Some people fishing yesterday swear they saw an alligator.
So what exactly did a Local 4 viewer spot this week?
All right, Sean. A Detroit area traffic stop declared out of bounds by a judge. Thanks for being with us for the news at 6. A rented car zoomed past the Ferndale Police Department and an officer made a stop.
And now the department is about to get sued for the way the officer handled an arrest. As our Rod Maloney tells us, body camera video at the heart of this case in which an attorney claims the officer took the idea of a body search too far.
From across the line in Ferndale, a police officer makes a traffic stop and ends up here in the mire. They're in a rental car. The guy behind the wheel didn't have a driver's license. It was rented by the guy in the passenger seat. And that is the guy that Ferndale police spent most of their time paying attention to. His name's Martez Halliburton, 29 years old, from Detroit. Ferndale police say that the arresting officer noticed him moving around suspiciously in the front seat before the stop.
You have a ton of cash on you too, boss? You can step out.
The officer tells him he's not under arrest, then vigorously frisks him.
What?
Then shines a flashlight down the back of his pants, puts his hand inside, prompting an outraged response by Halliburton.
You violated my rights, bro. You're not supposed to do that, bro. Yes, I can. That's a perfect search. No, it's not, bro. Yes, it is. I never had that happen where someone stuck their fingers inside my...
In a statement today, Ferndale police said of the case, quote, during the course of a bladed hand search, the officer felt a foreign object. Another officer arrives on scene, and the initial officer that made contact reaches into the back of Halliburton's pants and removes a baggie of 120 suspected oxymorphine pills. The officer arrested both men, also wanted on existing warrants, but the judge threw out the case, saying the search lacked probable cause. Ferndale PD went on to say, quote, we deny the claim by Mr. Halliburton that any type of cavity search was conducted by the officer, end quote. Halliburton's attorney Todd Perkins told Local 4 today he intends to sue.
We still have a person who I believe was thoroughly and utterly violated.
Perkins also says he believes that officer's training is poor in that he thinks that there's a pattern of bad searches in this video. And he also says that he definitely wants to see more done here against the officer. He wants to see some kind of punishment. Back to you.
Well, Rod, has Ferndale PD had anything more to say about it?
Well, you know, they did. They're saying that they stand by everything that they did, that they are trying to, you know, when they do a search, they do what they think is the best search, the right search. And so what they've done is they've posted the video on their Facebook page. We have posted the video on our Click on Detroit website, so you can watch the whole scene. It takes about 7 or 8 minutes, but if you watch the whole thing, you get a flavor of exactly what went on.
Yeah. All right, Rod. Kim?
Well, is something lurking in Belleville Lake? Well, that's what a lot of people are asking after a strange sighting of an animal nobody wants to meet up close and personal. Sean Lay reports on what one woman saw that has neighbors taking extra precautions.
Well, good evening, everyone, from Belleville Lake. I'm just watching my back here after a Local 4 viewer says, look, she saw an alligator plain as day, says the head was at least this big, about 10 inches around town and on the lake. That's not exactly what people wanted to hear today.
I would think it's insane. I'd definitely run away. No one wants to hang around no alligator, especially, you know, in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, it's the talk of Belleville.
I just think it's insane that someone would release an alligator into this lake.
A Local 4 viewer insisting that she saw a real live alligator in lovely Belleville Lake this week. And she says she reported the sighting to the DNR. People here, they're a little in shock about this. Some people fishing yesterday swear they saw an alligator. What would you think if you saw this thing swimming around?
I would probably try and catch him, because I'm that kind of guy. I hunt, fish. I'd probably go after him.
Forget Shark Week, it seems like alligator season in Michigan. Just 2 days ago, Livingston County Sheriff's deputies rounded up this gator on the side of a road in Osceola Township. Last week, a Detroit man shot an alligator on his property near Saginaw. But this has been the only confirmed sighting of a croc in recent years on Belleville Lake.
I view the lake from my patio, and that's that.
That's as close as you get.
That's as close as I'm going to get.
That fisherman also, we talked to a fisherman who said, look, there's plenty to eat in Belleville Lake. He's catching walleye, carp, there's waterfowl. If there is a gator in that lake, there's plenty to eat, so it's only going to get bigger. Police had nothing to say about this. If they got any calls, any sightings here, DNR says they're going to look into it. The bottom line is, Kimberly, you and I got to get a boat. We got to drop a line, start fishing, see if we see this thing.
Oh my goodness.
I know you love wildlife.
Yeah, but the shoe. I just wanted it to be the shoe, the croc. All right. Thanks, Sean.
Well, we hear of so many cases involving senior citizens being ripped off by relentless scammers over the phone. It almost happened again, this time to a Sterling Heights woman. But as our Evrod Casimir reports, the right people were paying attention and stepped in just in time.
Sterling Heights police are sharing a story that almost ended horribly for one local woman. Scammers targeted her and got her to send them thousands of dollars.
She ended up stating that she got a random phone call on her cell phone from a male voice who said that she won a sweepstakes.
This past Saturday, Elaine Smolarek almost sent scammers thousands of dollars. The 84-year-old woman, who has early signs of dementia, thought she had won a large sum of money.
And we kept telling her, you know, Mom, you're not winning a sweepstakes. You didn't win any amount of money. These people are just trying to trick you.
By phone, her son Greg explained the unknown number had been calling his mom for some time.
They eventually wore her down because she would answer the phone and talk to them, and they kept gathering information. And over time, they tricked her into thinking that they were somebody else or they knew a family member, and they convinced her to go to the banks and write them checks.
Elaine doesn't have a car and she doesn't have a driver's license, so she was instructed to take a car service from the senior living center where she lives to this bank to get the money, all while on the phone with the person trying to scam her. Overhearing the conversation, the bank teller realized something was wrong and called police.
And being on her toes, thinking this is suspicious, prevented any transaction from happening.
Even though, you know, she knows today that that was the wrong thing to do, she may not remember tomorrow.
And Elaine had already sent another check the day before to the scammer's Connecticut address, but thankfully her bank was able to put a stop payment on that cashier's check before it was cashed. This story serves as a warning to always check with your elderly family members to make sure that you know who they're speaking with. In Sterling Heights, Evrod Casimir, Local 4.
All right, Evrod. Macomb County drivers, we've got some weekend road work that you will want to know about. Eastbound I-696 is closing from I-75 to I-94. If you live in the area, one lane from I-75 to Mound Road will be open for local traffic. The detour for this stretch of 696 is southbound I-75 to 8 Mile. MDOT says they're doing sewer work to make sure rain and snow drains properly flow from the freeway. Meanwhile, a new way to relieve rush hour traffic is planned for I-96 in Oakland County. MDOT wants this stretch of I-96 between Kent Lake Road and I-275 to be a new flex route. The flex route opens the shoulder as an additional lane during rush hour traffic. MDOT wants construction to start on this in 2021. If you have questions or you want to know more about this, MDOT is holding a public meeting at the Novi Police Department. That's on August 7th.
Michigan Supreme Court has again denied an appeal from April Millsaps' murderer. This is the latest and final ruling over appeals from James Van Callis. Van Callis was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison back in 2016. But over the past 2 years, Van Callis has attempted to appeal his conviction a number of times. He argued that his lawyer in his murder trial didn't do his job. Court of Appeals and the state Supreme Court now again have both denied his claims, and that would appear to be it for appeals. Last year, after one of Van Callis' appeals was denied, Macomb County dedicated a victim's waiting room at the prosecutor's office to the memory of April Millsaps. She was just 14 years old when she was killed. A Detroit man arrested on the water after police say he drunkenly docked his boat at a Wyandotte restaurant with a group of young women, and then things just got out of hand.
We're told Kenneth Cook and his friends caused a scene after restaurant staff denied them drinks, feeling that they had already been overserved. The group is said to have yelled and swore, and they turned the music up to annoy everyone. When police got there, Cook sped away, flipping officers the bird and ignoring their commands to stop. Police did eventually catch up to the boat near the Ambassador Bridge and arrested Cook.
Let's see what Lester Holt and his team are working on for NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Lester joins us live from New York with a preview. Lester, good evening.
Hey, Kim and Devin, good evening. Coming up, Justice for All, my conversation with a woman sentenced to 5 years in prison for voting while she was on probation for a felony. She says she had no idea it was illegal. Plus, the government's new power to fight those annoying and often fraudulent robocalls that flood your phone.
Well, what does this new power go after?
Well, the government can now go after illegal robocallers based overseas. That was something they couldn't do before. It also has more power over some of the text messaging that's starting to appear on a lot of phones. We will have that and much more. We see you coming up on Nightly News.
We all get it day after
We
day
do.
after
So
day.
annoying.
Any port in a storm. We'll be looking for some help. All right, Lester, we'll see you here about 20 minutes from now.
Okay.
A warning tonight for dog owners about a popular type of treat that's making both pets and people sick. Here's Ben.
Kim, web traffic in the weather office to thesaurus.com has been very high because we're running out of words for this. It is going to be gorgeous for the upcoming weekend, but how long will we have to wait for rain? That's coming up.
All right, Ben, also a school security camera rolls as a group of young men finds a different use for a floor cleaner, why they may be in for more than detention when we come back.
Number 1 at 4, 5, 6, and 11. Number 1 TV news site. Local 4 and Click on Detroit.